Have you ever wondered why some people seem to have a fire within that cannot be extinguished? Why some can walk through the storm untouched, while others are crushed by even the lightest breeze? The difference is simple. The difference is discipline. Not the discipline that comes from fleeting motivation, but the kind that burns deep, a fire that cannot be put out by the winds of doubt or the rain of discomfort. And today, we're going to ignite that fire within you. Discipline is more than just staying on course. It's more than resisting temptation. Discipline is the difference between survival and greatness. It's the bridge that stands between your ordinary life and the extraordinary life you crave. And the first step towards crossing that bridge is clarity. Without clarity, discipline is pointless. It's effort without direction. A ship lost at sea, rowing without a destination. But once you have a crystal clear vision, discipline becomes your weapon. Your mind becomes sharpened with intent, a tool forged to cut through the distractions, to cut through the lies, to carve a path toward the life you've always wanted. But clarity alone is not enough. You must dig deeper. You must find your why. Because the truth is, when the nights are long and the journey is uncertain, it is not the destination that keeps you moving forward. It is the reason you started in the first place. It is the hunger, the fire, the pain that drives you. Your why must be greater than the obstacles, stronger than the excuses, deeper than the fear. Most people fail because they stop at the surface. They say, I want to succeed, or I want to be better. But they never define what that truly means. They never create a vision vivid enough to see, to feel, to taste. And so, they drift. They give in to distractions. They let instant gratification rob them of future triumph. The reason is simple: comfort. Comfort is the enemy of progress. It lulls you, whispers to you that just a little more rest will do no harm. But comfort is the poison that destroys ambition, kills dreams, and weakens the soul. If you want to be something more, if you want to achieve greatness, you must become familiar with discomfort. You must learn to see discomfort as a friend, as a constant companion on the journey to the top. Every time you choose the harder path, every time you resist the urge for an easy out, you are building resilience. You are constructing a fortress of discipline brick by brick. When you rise before the dawn to train, when you work late into the night because there's more to be done, when you deny the temptations that surround you, you are laying down the foundation of a life that most will never know. Because most will never endure the storm. Most will crumble when the winds howl, when the journey becomes dark, when the distractions sing their sweet lullaby. But you are not like most people. You have a vision. You have a why. You have clarity. And with those, you have the power to transform yourself into something unstoppable. Remember this: growth does not happen in the light of comfort. Growth happens in the darkness, in the uncertainty, in the place where most fear to tread. Every challenge, every moment of discomfort, every time you push yourself to do the hard thing, you are shedding the skin of who you once were. You are transforming into something greater, something unbreakable. Discipline is the alchemy of the soul. It turns weakness into strength, doubt into power, fear into action. But it's not a one-time transformation. It's a daily choice. Every morning, you must rise with purpose. Every night, you must reflect on the promises you kept. Discipline is not a chore. It's who you are. It's what defines you in a world where so many have forgotten what true power looks like. Your journey will not be easy. It will be filled with obstacles, with setbacks, with moments that test every fiber of your being. But each test is a gift, A chance to prove to yourself that you are more than the weakness within. A chance to rise, to build, to conquer. Do not wait for motivation. Motivation is fleeting. Discipline is forever. Motivation gets you started, but discipline keeps you going when the excitement fades, when the grind becomes unbearable, when the world seems intent on seeing you fail. Discipline is what keeps you steady when the world tries to break you. Start today. Not with grand gestures, not with the illusion of instant change. Start small. Start with one simple promise to yourself. A promise that you will show up no matter how hard it gets. Each time you keep that promise, you are building a foundation of unshakable strength. And as that foundation grows, so too will your ability to tackle greater challenges, to overcome greater fears, to push beyond any limits you once thought existed. Let the world be your witness. Show them that you will not be broken, that you will not bow, that you will not give in to the temptations of comfort and ease. Your life is yours to shape, to mold, to conquer. You are capable of far more than you realize. And the key to unlocking that power lies within your discipline. Face discomfort, embrace the darkness, and let your discipline light the way. Remember, the greatest victories come from the greatest battles, and the fiercest battle of all is the one within. The day you conquer yourself is the day you become unstoppable. The road of discipline is a long one, and it stretches far beyond the horizon. It's a path that many fear to tread because it means leaving behind the familiar comfort that most cling to. The comfort of routine, the comfort of excuses, the comfort of mediocrity. It is a path paved with sacrifice, with moments where you must confront your greatest fears, with times when you must push forward, even when every part of you screams to turn back. But it is also the path that leads to true power, to a life forged by your own hands, a life that you command. You must understand that discipline is not about being perfect. It's not about never slipping, never failing, never falling short. Discipline is about getting back up every single time. It's about refusing to let failure define you, refusing to let setbacks be the end of your story. When you stumble, when you fall, discipline is the hand that pulls you back to your feet, that reminds you that the journey isn't over. It's the voice within that says, "Get up. You're not done yet." And the journey will test you. There will be days when the weight of it all feels unbearable, when every step feels like a battle, when the world seems determined to break you. Those are the days that matter most. Those are the days that define who you are. Because anyone can stay disciplined when things are easy, when the sun is shining, when the path is clear. But true discipline is forged in the storm, in the darkness, in the moments when you are alone with nothing but your own doubts. Discipline means saying no when the world wants you to say yes. It means staying true to your path when the world tries to lure you away with comfort, with ease, with the promise of instant gratification. The world will always offer you an easy way out. It will always try to tempt you with shortcuts, with distractions, with the promise of something for nothing. But those who are truly disciplined know that there are no shortcuts to greatness. There is only the path and the will to walk it. You must learn to see discipline as your armor. It is what protects you from the chaos of the world, from the distractions that seek to pull you off course, from the lies that tell you that you are not enough. Discipline is your shield, your sword, your weapon in the battle for your own life. And like any weapon, it must be honed, it must be sharpened, it must be wielded with skill and intent. Imagine yourself as a warrior, standing at the edge of a battlefield. The battlefield is your life, and every challenge, every setback, every temptation is an enemy that stands in your way. Without discipline, you are unarmed, vulnerable, at the mercy of whatever comes your way. But with discipline, you are prepared. You are ready to face whatever comes, to fight for your dreams, to conquer whatever stands between you and the life you want. The journey of discipline is not a sprint. It is a marathon. It is a long, relentless march towards a future that you cannot yet see, but that you know in your heart is worth fighting for. It is about waking up every day with purpose, with intent, with the determination to be better than you were yesterday. It is about understanding that every small action, every small choice, every small sacrifice is a step towards something greater. Discipline is about mastery. Mastery over your thoughts, your actions, your desires. It is about taking control of your life, about refusing to be a slave to your impulses, about choosing your path rather than letting the world choose it for you. It is about becoming the master of your own fate, the captain of your own ship, the architect of your own destiny. And mastery requires patience. It requires the understanding that true change, true growth, true power do not come overnight. They come from the consistent, relentless pursuit of your goals, from the daily choice to stay on course, from the willingness to keep going, even when progress seems slow, even when the results seem far away. It is about trusting the process, about believing that every small step, every small act of discipline is bringing you closer to the life you want. You must be willing to sacrifice who you are for who you want to become. You must be willing to let go of the habits, the excuses, the comforts that have held you back. You must be willing to face your fears, to confront your doubts, to push through the pain. Because the truth is, the only thing standing between you and the life you want is you. Your fears, your doubts, your excuses. Discipline is the key to breaking through those barriers, to unlocking the power that lies within you. And that power is immense. It is greater than you can imagine. It is the power to change your life, to shape your future, to become the person you have always wanted to be. But it is a power that can only be unlocked through discipline, through the daily choice to be better, to do better, to push beyond what you once thought possible. So, I ask you again, what will it be? Will you drift, lulled by comfort, by excuses, by the promise of an easy life? Or will you rise, driven by discipline, by the hunger for something more, by the desire to become something greater? The choice is yours. But know this, your destiny waits on the other side of discomfort. Your greatness lies beyond the walls of fear, beyond the limits of doubt, beyond the temptations of ease. Step into the darkness. Embrace the struggle. Let the fire of discipline guide you. And when the world tries to break you, when the journey becomes too hard, when the weight of it all feels too much, remember this, you are not alone. You are not the first to walk this path, and you will not be the last. Every great person who has ever lived has faced the same challenges, the same doubts, the same fears, and they overcame them. Not because they were stronger, or smarter, or better, but because they were disciplined, because they refused to quit, because they chose to rise again and again, no matter how many times they fell. That is the power of discipline. It is the power to rise, to overcome, to conquer. It is the power to become unstoppable, and it is within you, waiting to be unleashed. So take the first step, make the choice, embrace the darkness, and let the fire of discipline light your way to greatness.